Hello, Dan. So today I have Dan Hartman with me, and if you are on X, you probably know Dan because I don't think I've ever seen anybody fight as hard as you fight for your son Sean. And we're both wearing I don't think you can see it, but our jerseys in honor of Sean. Sean was a passionate hockey player. He was murdered by Pfizer. And Monday, you had a very important hearing and your battle against Pfizer and the Canadian government, which remind me when you filed this lawsuit.
Oh, it's got to be 2 years ago at least. Yeah.
Yeah, they like to drag it out as long as they can, don't they?
Oh yeah, they struck it the first time with no leave to amend, meaning we couldn't change any of our pleadings or anything. They just struck it. Like didn't even give us a chance to submit our evidence or anything. So that's what this appeal was about, giving us our day in court and giving us a chance. We have new studies on myocarditis that the government probably doesn't even know about themselves. So we want our day in court to have that chance to fight for Sean. Everybody deserves a day in court, I believe. So it's the least they can do is let this go forward.
Yeah, I was very new at all this legal stuff prior to COVID. And what I've realized is it's just this knee jerk motion to dismiss. And usually the judge just goes along with that because it's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
And so you're just forced to appeal.
Yep.
But it's surprising to me. It's taken 2 years to even get to this point where you're allowed to even ask for an appeal. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Or is that just Canada?
It could be just Canada for all I know, but I know the legal process moves like a snail. It's very slow. You got a lot of waiting involved. And now this was in front of three judges, and now we have to wait 2 or 3 months, maybe even four, for them to make their decision. It's really up to them. There's no timeline. So I'm back to playing the waiting game.
I got to watch most of it, and it's very complicated. The language, it's like a foreign language trying to figure out what, but the gist of it, I felt like I think that the judges seemed much more reasonable than I was expecting. I don't know what your sense was. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, I'm very hopeful. They look like they were giving us a fair chance to explain ourselves, and one judge even made a comment that so you're going to throw teenage boys under the bus to save grandma. That's what the judge said to Health Canada. And that's basically what's happening. I mean, they're not giving people a chance to fight. And now they're saying if I lose this appeal, they want $47,000 in court costs. Like, haven't you done enough to me and my family? Have they
Right.
never heard of pro bono? I mean, these lawyers could say, okay, maybe a thousand or something, but $47,000? That's a good chunk of what people have already donated. So
Yeah.
now more than ever, we need help because I believe my opinion is they do this so I will back down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, $47,000 in legal fees is crazy. I don't know if that's normal, but I think they're trying to scare me off, but it's not going to happen. I have to rely on people to help me get there to the fight. Just give us our day in court. And if I lose, I lose. At least I tried. I tried my hardest for my son. And give us our day in court. That's all. That's all we're asking. We weren't there to argue whether the shot killed Sean or not. We were only there to say, you didn't let us amend anything. You just struck it like it was nothing. And now I can only hope these three judges at least give us the chance. That's all. Just give us a chance.
When they struck it, did they give any explanation, or was it just we just dismissed the case?
No, their explanation was Sean wasn't owed an individual duty of care. That's
Hmm.
They said that the information they put out was for all Canadians, but Sean individually was not owed a duty of care. How the hell can they say that when they are the very people who told him to take it? They are the same people who kept saying every day, safe and effective, safe and effective. They lied to my son. Sean believed it. I didn't even know Sean took the shot until the day he died. And now they're just trying to sweep it under the rug like Sean didn't matter. He's a very special boy and he deserves to be heard in court.
It sounded like the other side, I guess, when the people in court on the other side, were they representing Pfizer? Or are they representing the Canadian government?
Health
The
Canada.
Health Canada. So
Yeah.
was Pfizer there in the court, or how's that work? Or is it a separate?
Yeah, it's a separate, Pfizer's a separate lawsuit. So this was just against the Canadian government, Health Canada. That's what this one was.
Okay.
Pfizer has given us their statement of defense. So we have that now, and we've answered back to what they have said. So hopefully the next stage with Pfizer will be discovery. And that's where everything gets real.
So has Pfizer filed a motion to dismiss?
No.
No.
Which is good news.
Oh, well that's encouraging.
Yeah.
Um,
We can only, I hope we get to discovery soon with Pfizer, because then they have to give us all their secrets and we hand over ours. That's when things go.
Are you suing them for different things, or what exactly are you suing them for?
Yeah, Pfizer is for wrongful death, and the Canadian government is for no informed consent, and malfeasance. They didn't actually give out the proper information for anyone to have informed consent. I mean, the shots in Canada started in December of 2020, and Health Canada didn't admit to myocarditis until June 2021. So that's a big gap where nobody knew. And that's basically what we're saying. Like, let us have a chance to explain how Sean could not have known what to do. He only wanted to play hockey, and that's why he took the shot. He just wanted to play hockey, and the whole world was telling him safe and effective, not just the government, not just Pfizer. It was mainstream media every day, and all the people around Sean. I guess a lot of them took it, and they're thinking, well, it's okay, Sean, take it. And he was coerced into taking it. Sean hated needles. It was his biggest fear. And I know if he would have had a choice, he wouldn't have taken it. And then 2 months after Sean died, they dropped the mandate. You didn't have to have the shot to play hockey. 2 months later. And I really believe that was because of Sean.
Who gave him the shot?
It was a one-day vaccination clinic at his local community center. Come one, come all. Come and get it. Today's the day.
And then did he have immediate side effects?
Yeah, he was rushed to emergency 4 days later. He had brown circles around his eyes, and vomiting, and a rash, and an extremely sore shoulder opposite to his injection shoulder. Well, that wasn't in the pamphlet. No, that was, in fact, nothing was in the pamphlet, was it? It was intentionally left blank. So how could anyone know?
Yeah. So he was rushed. So what happened? He was rushed to the emergency room, and what happened next?
The doctor didn't do any blood work on him, didn't do D-dimer, didn't do troponin test. He just sent him home with a pain reliever for his shoulder. And to me, that was a big mistake. He should have at least done blood tests. He could have found that something was wrong with his heart. And I don't know, maybe it could have saved his life. I don't know. But he didn't do anything. He just sent him home. And then 33 days after Sean's first shot, he was found dead on the floor beside his bed.
And at that point, you did not know that he had gotten the shot, right?
I had no idea. None. I begged Sean not to take it. I told him, just wait this out. It'll blow over and you'll get to go back to hockey. And I didn't know until the day he died. The coroner at my ex-wife's house told me. I asked, did he take the shot? And he said, yeah. I said, which one? And he said, Pfizer. And he said, don't worry, it wasn't Moderna. Like trying to play it off like, don't worry, it wasn't Moderna, it was Pfizer. Well, yeah, it would have helped if I had known this, but unfortunately in Canada, kids 12 and older could take it without parental consent. There are
Wow.
thousands of cases where parents didn't even know their children took it because they just wanted to be with their friends and fit in, go to the movies with their friends, go to restaurants.
Mhm.
And at 12 years old to make a medical decision without your parents' consent, that in itself should be a crime as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah. I have a 13-year-old. I can't
Yeah,
even imagine.
exactly.
Um,
Imagine them taking it behind your back and you not knowing. Like that's what's available in Canada. If you're 12, go get it. You don't even need to ask mom and dad.
and Sean was 17, is that right?
Yeah,
And
he
he
was.
has a birthday coming up, right?
Yeah, January 31st is he would have been 22.
No, I'm sorry.
And that's going to be a rough day because he should be here with me. And they took my son's life away and now they want to charge me $47,000 if I lose an appeal. That's disgusting in my opinion.
How can people help?
By donating to the Give Send Go to give Omar, my lawyer, a chance, give us a chance to keep fighting. They want us to go bankrupt. They want us to go away. And I've been doing this for more than 4 years now, and I'm not going to stop. I'll fight till the end. If I lose, I lose, but at least I tried, and I'll be able to sleep at night knowing I tried. So what we need more than anything is donations to fund this. I've said right from the beginning I can't do it on my own. There's no way. I'm just a truck driver. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. So we need help, and every little bit helps. I mean, the minimum donation is $7 you can make. And that's like going to Starbucks. Like I just beg people to please help us so we can fight. I'm lucky enough to have this lawsuit. In Canada, there's no immunity protection, no PrEP Act. So the world should, anyone in this world who wants to fight Pfizer, just please help us. That's all I'm asking. Help us.
What what's the temperature like in Canada with the pandemic and the COVID shots? Are people still getting them? Or is it being swept under the rug like it is in the US?
A lot more people are waking up. I'm seeing it every day. There are people who have apologized to me, and that never happens, saying, "I'm so sorry. I didn't believe you, Dan." And it's
Wow.
so obvious what is happening, and kids are still dying every day. And yes, in Canada, they're still getting it, but a lot more people are waking up. I'm noticing.
Have you connected with other parents who have lost children from these shots?
Oh yeah, I'm very good friends with Alan Martin. The Martins lost their daughter Trista from Pfizer. Shauna Carroll in America, she lost her daughter from Pfizer. There's a woman in Australia named Raylene Kennedy that I talked to. She lost her daughter from Pfizer. All of them were Pfizer, and all of them were healthy kids. And we're like a support system for each other. I talk to Shauna and Alan almost every day,
No.
and they're suffering the same pain as me. And I just hope one day they get a chance to sue like me.
Yeah, is there a reporting system in Canada like theirs? And if so, was Sean's case reported?
I reported it personally to Pfizer, and they told me over the phone, "We take this very seriously, sir, and someone will be back to you in a couple days." That was 4 years ago. I haven't heard one word from Pfizer. There's a
Wow.
vaccine injury support program in Canada, which I applied to shortly after Sean died, and they denied me very quickly. They said there's no proof Sean died from it, but you can appeal if you have new evidence. So I got the report from Dr. Cole and submitted it on May 8th, 2023. And here we are in 2026, and they still haven't made a decision. They're ignoring emails. They're ignoring emails from my lawyer. saying they can't find a pathologist to look at the new evidence. Well, there's lots of pathologists in Ontario, Canada. Pick one.
Mm-hmm.
2023, I appealed, and they still haven't made a decision.
And you said Dr. Cole, so Ryan Cole, pathologist,
Yeah,
examined the situation, and what was
yeah,
his report?
that he found tremendous amounts of spike protein in Sean's adrenal glands,
Mm.
and they told everyone it wouldn't leave your arm. Remember, you just have a sore arm. That's it. Well, you as a doctor know the adrenal glands control your blood pressure, so I'm sure Sean went to get up in the middle of the night knowing something was wrong, and he collapsed and died on the floor. And even with that new evidence, they still won't make a decision. I mean, he stained Sean's tissue samples and found it, and it's there. It's there. It killed my son.
Have you been able to find any doctors in your area that are supportive, that see it the
Oh
way
yeah,
we see it?
yeah. There's a new documentary coming out about Sean called The Shot, and there's four doctors in it. Dr. Thorpe from America, Dr. Shoemaker from Canada, Dr. Hodkinson from Canada, and there was one more. Why can't I think of it? Shoemaker, Thorpe. I can't remember the last one, but there's a few Canadian doctors I talk to regularly who are completely behind this. Dr. Shoemaker was a doctor for more than 40 years, had two shots himself, and once he started speaking about it, they took his license from him. 40-year
Whoa.
doctor help. Oh yeah, they took his license. And he's not the only one. There's other doctors in Canada. Dr. Trozy lost his license, Dr. Mackis. I mean, that's what they do. If you speak out, they take your license.
Yeah, I'm actually suing the FSMB and 6 medical boards across the country with 3 other doctors, and 2 of the doctors lost their licenses in America for speaking out against vaccines.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
really,
a doctor's job is to give you their opinion, right? That's what doctors do. You go see them, they give you their opinion on what's wrong. So when a doctor gives their opinion about these vaccines, they're no, 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 you can't say that. We're taking your license, taking away their whole chance to survive, everything they worked for all those years to become a doctor. They just come along and take it away from you, take away your livelihood, your chance to make money, but most important, your chance to help people, that's what a doctor does.
I agree. I mean, it's all informed consent,
Yeah,
and second opinions are crucial. It's as we saw during the pandemic, protocol-driven medicine is highly flawed, and every patient comes in with their own individual history, and there's nuances that protocols and certainly AI will not be able to account for. And when we start, uh, taking licenses away because you offer an opinion that goes against the narrative, then that is a slippery slope and very dangerous and highly concerning. I didn't realize Dr. Shoemaker, I kind of know him just online, and I didn't realize he had his license taken away. It's really horrific.
yeah. You should interview him sometime. He's really smart. He knows what he's talking about with this stuff, and you can tell just by listening to him. He knows what he's talking about.
Is
And
he, do you know what kind of doctor he is?
um, just he worked in emergency for many years, and then he was designated to a COVID clinic in Ottawa, where he worked for a while, and then he started speaking out against it after his two shots, and then they just took his license. And he's a very good friend. We've done interviews together, we've done public speeches together. Very knowledgeable man, and I love him to death. And he's not backing down. He's even though he's probably broke now, they've taken everything from him, but he's still talking.
Well, and tell us more about the documentary. When does it come out?
There is four screenings scheduled. One's in Ottawa, one's in Toronto, one's in Barrie, Ontario, and you can request a screening. They're willing to bring this film to anyone who requests a screening. So once all the screenings are done, it'll be available to the public. But it's really awesome. I've seen it, and we were bawling our eyes out. It's so good.
Oh,
Theo Fleury, a Canadian hockey player, he's in it too. He was played for Team Canada, won gold medal, and it's just doctors speaking out about Sean and what happened. And in the documentary, Alan Martin's in it, and Shauna, who lost their kids. They're my dear friends, and they're in the documentary too. It's so well done. You can just tell by the preview how good it's going to be.
and it's called The Shot.
Yeah,
Right.
great name, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. How has Sean's hockey team responded to this?
I don't know. I put out an invitation to any of them to come and talk to me, and none of them have. I'm very hated in Sean's community because none of them seem to agree with what I'm doing. A lot of them have messaged me and said, "Why are you doing this? Sean died of SADS." And yeah, I don't know why they can't wrap their head around it. I'm assuming some of them might be scared after they've seen what happened to Sean, and they should be scared. Spike doesn't just go away, it stays in your body for, they've proven, quite a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
Your body becomes a spike factory and it just keeps going and going. So it's very strange how they won't fight alongside me. Even some of Sean's family is against me on the other side, on my ex-wife's side, that they just thought he just died of SADS. A perfectly healthy kid who didn't drink alcohol, never smoked a cigarette in his life, didn't put salt on food. They think he just died. And I don't know how they can think that after he was rushed to emergency 4 days after his shot. I guess they're scared or they don't want to admit they were wrong. And I think that's the problem with a lot of people. They know they were wrong, but they won't admit it.
Yeah.
There's still people out there defending it. Like, come on, people. Just admit you were wrong. Get mad that you were lied to. Don't defend them. Get mad about it.
What the people that apologized to you, what do you think prompted that? What made them shift?
I'm guessing it's what everyone is saying on X every day and all the videos that are coming out. And I think people are starting to see it now. It's pretty clear. But then you get the people who say, I had 6 shots and I'm fine. Great. I don't want you to be hurt, but don't come bragging to me when I lost my son that you're fine. Have you ever heard of placebo? Like, not everybody got the same shot. You can go on how bad is my batch and put in your batch number, and you'll see how many injuries and deaths there were per batch. Not all the batches were the same. That I don't understand. I don't know why that is, but it's true. And I know for a fact, if they would have told my son, you might die if you take this, he wouldn't have taken it. But he was never told that. And I don't think anybody was. Even the insert in the box was blank, left blank intentionally. I mean, how can anyone have informed consent?
Yeah. What have you talked to his pediatrician? What any?
Just trying to get his medical records, which they tried to stop me from getting, which is bizarre. And I lawyered up. I had a lawyer in Toronto who demanded that they hand over his medical records to me, and they did real quick. I don't talk to anyone on that side. I just talk to my own family and the people on X and Facebook who support me. They're my family now. It's hard to forgive people who I was close to who have not supported me one bit, haven't said one word to me. I can't forgive that. Not at this point.
Any? What about classmates at school, families from school? Any
Nothing.
positive? Nothing. No support. Wow.
No, no. There's one guy who lives in Sean's hometown, and he supports me very much. And he has seen and heard what people have been saying about Sean, but he just keeps quiet and supports me silently.
That's crazy. The hockey team mandated it though, right? Is that
Yeah, yeah. He wasn't allowed to play unless he took it, and he's been playing his whole life. So he shouldn't have had a need to be afraid to take it. After all, they kept saying safe and effective. But the thing I found very weird is they dropped the mandate 2 months after Sean died. You no longer needed the shot to play hockey, and I think that's because they were scared that the Heat was going to come after them for what happened to Sean. I truly believe that's why they stopped the mandate, because of Sean.
what kind of hockey team was it? Was it, like a, I don't know what y'all do in Canada, but in Texas, we have sort of these elite, at least for baseball. We have like these elite baseball teams are kind of exclusive. You have to be invited onto it.
Yeah,
Was it that sort of situation?
yeah, he did play for an elite rep team for a couple of years, but then he missed his friends because the rep team he was on was in another town, and he missed
Mhm.
playing with all his buddies. So he went back to rec league, recreational, just to be with his friends and play, keep playing the game he loved. And the night before he died, he went to his first hockey practice since they were all locked out from COVID. And he came home, and according to Sean's stepdad, we spoke on the phone. He said he came home from hockey, everything seemed fine, and he went to bed, and in the morning he was gone. And apparently, many doctors have said you're not supposed to involve yourself in any physical activity if you've had that shot. It's dangerous. And he went to play hockey the night before, and in the morning he was gone.
Wow, that's so sorry. Um, and what position did he play on the team?
He was a defenseman. Usually the big guys are defensemen. They're the ones who protect a goalie. He used to wear a shirt that said goalie's best friend.
Oh,
It was his job to stop the other team from scoring and protect his goalie. And he was captain on his team a couple of years. And to become a captain, you have to be very well respected by your teammates and your coaches. And you're a team leader and a community leader. And that's what hockey is.
yeah. I, of course, never met him, but based on the photos and videos that you share, and he seemed like a very sweet kid, despite being the tough hockey player. What was his personality like?
Just what you said. He was the sweetest kid I've ever met in my life. And not just because he was my son, because it's true. He was so kind and gentle and humble. Um, Loved animals very much. He was just a very, very good kid. And I think that's why it hurts so much, because he was that special. He never backtalked me once. I would say, go make your bed, Sean. He'd go, okay. He'd get up and go do it. And most kids would be like, can I do it later? And he I never seen him get mad once in 17 years. He was just a, a humble, beautiful boy, and so kind and so good. Never heard him swear once in 17 years. Not like his dad, that's for sure. He was the greatest. He was so good, and I miss him so much every day. It's hard. Every day's hard getting out of bed. I think about him from morning till night. I cry a lot. Still crying every day 4 years later. And with his birthday coming up, that's going to be a horrible day. It's hard for me to imagine that he's been in the ground for 5 years. It just tears me apart.
I cannot even imagine. Have you had anybody from America, anybody in the HHS administration hear this story? Are you connected at all?
No, I have trouble getting Sean's story out in America. You've always helped me. You're awesome. Viva Frey helps me a lot. Um, but I just can't seem to get the story out in America. I've begged the big podcasters to interview me and let it be known. I can't save Sean now. There's nothing I can do to help him. but I can help other parents from not feeling this pain. And I would never tell you, don't do it. I mean, it's up to you. You're the parents. I'm just trying to tell you what happened to me and lots of other people. And it has happened and it is happening. Kids are still dying every day. And I just want to put the story out there. I want people to know. I want people to know that it's real. I'm not a liar. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I've had every vaccine except this one. I had a bad feeling about it. And I told Sean, don't take it. And I wish he would have listened to me. He'd still be here.
Well, I mean, your fight is amazing. I've never seen you, just slow down. I've never, you are every day pedal to the metal, and very much appreciate you fighting so hard, not only on X, but in the courts. And I hope everybody will pitch in, even, like Dan said, $7. I have a lot of followers. If a small fraction of my followers just gave $7, that could make a huge impact and alleviate some of the stress that you're already having to deal with. What about these jerseys? Are these available for sale?
I only have 4 left, unfortunately, and they're all large. We sold out of all the extra large and small. So there's still 4 left. If anyone wants one, get in touch with me.
Great. Well, I think you should sell those at a very high premium. And
Highest bidder.
yes, let's have an auction. Well, thank you so much, Dan. And we will be following your fight. And thank you for leading the charge, because we're not allowed to sue Pfizer in America. So we're really counting on you. But thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Mary. You're such a good friend. You're an amazing doctor and an amazing person. I love you. You're awesome. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, good to see you. Stay in touch.
I will. Thank you, my friend.